Hello again, friends and loyal WulffPack members. KSP here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Yes, it's been a while since we've actually played this, hasn't it? We're going to be doing some more science today. Although I say more science, we're going to have to start all afresh because I've deleted everything. Because I don't remember what the hell I was doing. I'll be honest. So, as you can see, we can try and resume save. We got an absolutely sweet FA in there. So we're going to start new, and we are going to be going for... Oh, wrong button. Wolf Aeronautics. We're going to be going for a science one this time, so we don't need to worry about money or anything along those lines. Flag, let's go and grab our custom one there. And that is everything we need right now. Well, actually, no, it's not everything we need. I need rum. We need more rum. Because right now, at the very least, the rum is not gone. I haven't managed to drink it all just yet. And even if I do manage to finish this one, I've got 2 more bottles in the kitchen. And again, I don't have much Pepsi left to mix it with. So there's always that. The question is, do I want to go neat after this? So this is just a chill stream so I can get used to Kerbal Space Program again. Because I haven't played this for a while. Yeah, thanks. I've got it, buddy. And yes, we are going to be making some history today because we have got the making history. As you can see, we've got the Orion Reentry module. How heavy is that in comparison? 0.77 tons. Oh wow, that thing's actually lighter. I'm trying to remember. Right map Boston for more info. Alright, okay. Ablator command, operator crew module. Oh, that's cool. It's actually got some of its own ablator as well, which is kind of cool. How much does it cost in comparison though? They both cost the same. Oh, that's awesome. So you know what? Let's yeah, got it. Thanks. Let's grab one of these because that thing just looks kind of cool. I like that. It's like a giant testicle. Robo testicle. That's what we're going to be calling it. Oh, okay. Right. So engines. I don't think we've got much else. We've got struts. No payload. We've got aerodynamics. At least one. Absolutely bugger all. We've got the components for the Kerbal Engineer, but we don't need them. They're just surplus to requirement. We've got a nose cone. Does the nose cone... it does! Ha! It does connect. Ha! So this thing's lighter, so it should come down slower as well. Fuel tanks. Engines. Engine 1. Ready. And let's put a couple of fins on it. I can't imagine these things will do much. Considering... Well, just look at that. That looks weird. It's a weird looking little thing. But oh well. Right. Doop. Oh, it's good. Wait a sec. Does it have its own separator? Okay. Let's try this out. Let's move that to there. So it's got its own. Huh. Okay, that's cool. Right. So science. We need more science. We're just going to put 4 on there just for the sake of it. We're going to be recovering this anyway, so it's not like it's a huge problem. Although, I did just realise that I might actually want to move these up the body. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put them on the actual thing itself. Now, this is not going to be any use if we're going to send this out into orbit, because those things just burn off. So, yeah, there's that. Alright, okay, fine. There's what? There's different launch systems there? What? Here we go. Launch pad. Woomerang launch site? What? There's a Woomerang launch site? What the hell is that? You know what? Let's find out what the hell the Woomerang launch site is. Because I'm curious now. Where the hell's this? Is this a new thing? And some more rum will probably be a good idea. Oh, that is glorious. And we seem to be hanging on the loading screen. So, Let's see. Oh, wait, no. Ah! Okay, so where the sod are we? Alright, okay, so there's the island airfield. There's the KSC. We're on the opposite end of the bloody planet. That's fine. I'm happy with that, alright. The main reason is that this is extra science. So you know what? EVA. So that's where you come out. EVA report. Yes, please. Take a surface sample. Yes, please. Then we can reboard and get a crew report. We can also check out one of the mystery goos. Keep you. And I'm just making sure that we've got everything else. So, there we go. I'm curious to see how well this is going to go. Right, so... Start. Oh, wow, this thing doesn't actually have any SAS. Or it does. If it does, it's weak as all hell, because I cannot move. I'm yawing like there's no tomorrow. But we're reaching the height of what we can do. Let's pop off. Oh, that is awesome. That is kind of cool. I like that. Let's pop out our parachute. We will observe one of these mystery goos as well, because we are flying near Kerbin, and as soon as the parachute deploys proper, we will get another EVA report. But that's kind of cool, but that does mean that we have to be a bit more careful with how we send this up. So that's the trade-off. This thing cannot actually control itself all that well. There we go. We've slowed down enough to EVA. Get another EVA report. Keep that one and reboard. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of awesome. And we're coming down almost exactly onto the top of the pad. So let's speed this up. I'm wondering whether, because this counts as grassland, if we actually land slightly off from the pad, if that'll count as a different biome. I'm rather curious about this now. Let's actually go and see. Are we going to miss the pad? We are going to miss the pad ever so slightly. Look at how... Oh no! I forget it's a ball! Observe the mystery goo. What is this one? Grasslands. Okay, we'll go for that one. We will EVA. He's rolling back and forth. Taking surface samples and EVA reports. Let's reboard. They do count as a separate biome. That is good to know. But let's recover the vessel. That was kind of cool. So how much science do we get from that? Right, okay. So that was 47 science. Done and dusted. Right, so let's get back into here. You know what? We're actually going to... I don't know. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's grab one of these. Let's... actually, you know what? Let's exit out. Let's not save, because I just realised I still have some science that we can do. And Munchkins, why did you decide that now is the best time to start playing your the water bottle? Sorry, my rats are deciding now is a good time to make their presence known. There we go. So that's the thermometer. We could go for this one, which will get us up even higher. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Do we have decouplers? We do have decouplers. So we could break atmosphere if we wanted. Let's research this one. We can't research the next. We could research this one for more stability. And hello, Jackal. I can hear you breathing. How are we doing?
Maybe breathing?
Yes. Or at least just exhaling out your nose. Just... I can't do it. But how are we doing?
I'm getting my ass handed to me.
You're still playing CQC?
No, I'm playing Star Trek Online, and there's a giant lizard beating the snot out of me.
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay. What am I after? More science! Science! But I do like the fact that this has got its own built-in thing. But we don't have control at the moment, unfortunately. We do have decouplers, so that's awesome. But you know what? Let's actually get rid of this one. And let's bring back the standard Mark 1 command pod. Let's go back to basics. There we are. And I'm pretty sure we might have heat shielding. We do indeed. So let's plonk one of them on there just for the fun of it. Coupling. Here we go. Now, engines we do. And I do have fuel tanks. This is going to be nice. Do I have a payload thing? No, that's the wrong one. Payload! Oh, I do have payload. Oh, good, good, good. Payloads. If you've been watching any of my Kerbal videos in the past, you should know that I absolutely am obsessed with these payloads. Anyway, there we go. Let's quickly... There we go, that looks better. So what we can do now is open this one up. Let's see. We want more science. And what was it again? That one. Do. Yep, that was it. Put them side by side. It's a little bit awkward sometimes when you can't put symmetry on, because if you do, they flip around the opposite way for some reason. Let's also put a couple of barometers and a couple of thermometers in there. And that's all the science we need for this current mission. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we want fuel tanks, and I want that's going to be great. We have got the swivel engine, which will be very useful. And we now have got a bunch of decouplers. Oh, I need to convert that back to... Yep. There we go, that's converted back. We can put them up there. And engines. Let's grab the larger solid rocket boosters. The larger SRBs. And actually move all these down to help create some extra stability. Come on. Oh, it won't go any further down. Is that as far down as it'll go? Alright, fine. I guess we'll have to make do. Aerodynamics. We have got the nose cones, so that's great. And we do indeed have winglets. Yeah, let's go with that. These winglets themselves don't actually swivel at all. So, yeah, they're not going to be the best overall. Now the question, do we have ladders? Utility? No, we don't. Alright, okay, well, let's launch. Are we still at the that other landing site? I do not remember. Actually, I don't know if it stays or not. So we'll find out now, I guess. Come on, I want to know. We are still at the other one. Alright, okay, so that's not terrible. That's fine. Because we've still got a crew report that we can do from here. And we've still got some more science that we can do from this landing pad, which is not a problem. So let's grab the temperature. We'll keep that. We'll grab the pressure from the barometer. Close this up again. Actually, you know what? Let's reopen. Nice rocket, thank you. Let's aim camera up here. Yeah, this is we've literally just started off, so yeah, we're not exactly the most impressive of rockets right now. So let's pin both of these so I know which ones I have. And then we will pin this barometer. We will also pin this thermometer. And we'll close this so that we can still get the science when we need it. And actually, come to think of it, we need to drop that down there. We need to throttle down a touch, because we only want just enough throttle to be able to steer this damn thing now. Yeah, we got that, we got that. That's that. Yep. That's looking good, because we're not expecting to get into orbit anytime soon. So... why am I spinning? I don't want to spin. Oh well. Wow, that's very red. Come on, come on. We'll drop the SRBs any second now. Come on. SRBs are gone. Let's have a look at our apoapsis. Our apoapsis is actually quite high already. So let's try and aim this over a little bit right now, just so we can stretch that apoapsis out. That's looking good. We are... there we go. We'll keep pointing towards our prograde at the moment. But this is going to allow us to observe one of the mystery goos. Let's keep that one. So now we can remove that one. What we've got, we can log pressure data, remove, and log temperature, and remove. So now what we've got left is one more mystery goo. But technically, we're still technically inside the atmosphere, I think. Anyway, let's warp to here. This should allow us to just burn. Is making history out? It is indeed, Captain Cluck. This is what we're playing at the moment. And slow that down. Let's have a look at our... actually, let's keep our fuel up as well so I can see. Yeah, you better get Kerbal downloaded if you want to play this. Definitely. Here we go. We're going to be jumping over to a different biome. Now, I don't think we've got anywhere near enough fuel to circularize here, but that's not really the aim of this particular... Wait. Huh. Well, that's pretty kind of cool. We've virtually circularized. I've purposefully kept it ever so basically under the atmosphere line on the other side, because otherwise we wouldn't actually be able to get back. So, yeah, we've technically escaped Kerbin's atmosphere, so that's awesome. So that's EVA. We'll grab an EVA report. We'll reboard. We'll grab a crew report. So that is cool. And let's flip this retrograde. Burn off the last tiny bit of fuel we've got. And yeah, that is it. We managed to lower our periapsis down a whopping 30,000. Sounds like a lot, but it's not really. It's not really that much. And you know what? Let's do that, because I always like facing sideways. Although actually that was already, wasn't it? It was. Yep. I just like facing sideways, and because I've got access to these controls, I forget which ones are which now. Let's pop off. There we go. Carry on facing retrograde. Bye bye. You're coming nowhere near us as we've come down for our re-entry. The question is where we're going to land. We're actually going to land in the water, which is great. So we can at least get another. EVA report, and we can get a surface sample, which is technically we're just going to go. Oh, here's a glass of seawater. Here's a cup of seawater. We are dropping now into the atmosphere, so as we can see, our apoapsis is dropping down. It's not going as fast as I would like it to. But you know what? Let's pin that. Periapsis. So we are on a suborbital trajectory right now. Oh. Do I know how much fun it is to ride a snowmobile? Can't say as I do. Hello, Fanta. How's it going? And Hazatrom, welcome to the stream. Oh, bloody hell. I didn't expect us to be coming in this hot right now. I wasn't paying attention. All I was looking at, literally, was the map screen. Oh no, we might not be landing in the water. No, we're not. We're going to be landing elsewhere. The water would have been nice, but oh well. Beggars cannot be choosers right now. Mavor, well, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Toasted Kerbals, yes. Let's pop out our chute. Now, I seriously doubt getting an EVA report here is actually going to get us anything else. Whoa. Oh, look, we've got trees. Aha! Do they look different to what they used to be? I wonder if these are like just new additions. They're really sparsely placed, I've got to say. But anyway, we are going to be landed. There we are. And we can EVA again. Get a new EVA report. Seriously, this is still Kerbin's Grasslands. Alright, surface sample. Still something at least. Alright, fine. Let's reboard and recover the vessel. Pretty soon we're going to start aiming up for... You finally can put a head to the voice. Well, a lot of people do say that, actually. They never expect me to look like I do. So I'm a little bit tipsy at the minute. We're currently drinking the rum at the moment. And now we're back up to 61 science, which is nice, because that means we can unlock some more science, because we can unlock the Science Junior. So that's that researched. How much more have we got? We've got 16 science. We'd still need a little bit more for the general rocketry, but we can still get that last little bit more, actually, by doing... let's see. We can remove this. We can remove this. We can remove this. Actually, we can even remove this. Because all we need, science-wise, science. Plonk that on there. Let's... Because we're still on the Boomerang launch pad. So we'll quickly just launch there. We're not actually going to launch. We're just going to load, grab a little bit of science and recover. So that's all we're going to do. And then we can start launching from our own pad again. The only thing that gets me here is what's so special about having a different pad here in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Excuse me, 1 second. There we go. Sorry, a little bit of the run went down the wrong way. We'll keep the science, and I'm pretty sure... Well, we don't have any other science on board currently. So let's just recover the vessel. So let's see what we get. Where is the pad location on the planet? It's the complete opposite side of the planet is where it is. Let's have a look at the tracking station. Yep, got it. Because, as we can see, there's the KSC. The KSC even. There's the landing pad. Yes, we know we don't like inhaling booze. It was a bit of an accent. And there's the Boomerang launch sites on the complete opposite side of the planet. Seems to be on a very different inclination as well. So that's lower down, this is higher up. So this might be better for doing atypical, like, not exactly equatorial orbits. That might be better for doing slightly more eccentric orbits. We'll have to see. Yeah, probably a good one for polar orbits, actually. Yeah, you're quite right. But either way, let's go back in... Actually, no, I don't need to go here, do I? No, I don't. Because this time we're actually going to launch from the KSC this time. So we need to head back here. I can grab the additional rocketry parts. That is awesome. There we go. Is this a new DLC? It is indeed, Fanta. We have got some extra parts. And where is it? There we go. Because there's one of them. The Mark II command pod. Because I always thought it was amusing that we went from Mark 1 to Mark 3. I think it was, at least. Let's see. Yes, Mark 3. Mark 1.3 even. But we've got... Where is it? Here we go. The Mark 3 right there. This is one of the next things I want to go for. Because we've currently got the KV... We've got one of these. We've got like a slightly lower version of one of these spherical pods. It comes with its own built-in separator. The problem is it doesn't seem to have any reaction rings. Merlin UK, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. And I'm not sure. I can't see any real... well, we've probably got additional pieces. I'm just not spotting them at the moment. At least here. Service module. Service module? The hell's a service module? A service bay with explosive doors. Do not open by hand. Okay, I'm assuming this is a payload of some description. There's a lot of pieces in here then. Engine plates. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Pretty sure that's more than what I'm used to seeing. More different fuel tanks. Let's see. We've got the baguette, so we can make flying baguettes. That made Soyuz payload, yeah. Let's see, let's scroll out a little bit. I'm pretty sure this tech tree looks a bit bigger than what I'm used to seeing. Here we go. We've got the Wolfhound. We've got the Skipper, because I'm pretty sure the Wolfhound is a new engine. I haven't seen that one before. Oh yeah, this is definitely a new engine. The Bobcat. We've also got the Skiff. We've got the Cheetah. Still the main sales one of the original ones. We've got... Oh, I like this one. The Kodiak. That looks awesome. And there we've got the Venerator engines as well. Yeah, the Wolfhound is definitely new. I like the sound of the Wolfhound. Actually, which one was the Wolfhound? Twin Ball, Cheetah, Bobcat, Skiff, Kodiak. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there it was, the Wolfhound. We'll have to stop using that one, because considering we are the Wolves. We've got the external tanks, but that was in the previous version after 1.4. Got donut tanks, we've got... different types of fuel tanks by the look of it. Everything just looks ever so slightly different as well. So, I'm not entirely convinced. All those parts seem to be the same specialisation, yeah. Oh, here we go. They got the Muna expansion module, the MEM. So we've got proper Muna lander cans now. So that looks awesome. We want to get that as soon as we can. Let's see. There's the processing lab. I abuse the shit out of these things at times. Got anything else here? New? Not that I can see. More batteries. Nothing else here. Can you tape several Wolfhounds together and get a WulffPack ship? I don't know. We'll have to try. We'll have to try that, won't we? Nuclear engines. I don't think there's all that much different in the later tech trees. I could be wrong, but I haven't really paid all that close. Well, it looks like we've got some extra wheels. Oh, that's the Rove Max. Okay, might be different. Looks like a slightly different wheel there. Hello, Uber. How's it going? Okay, we've got the atmospheric liquid, we've got the infrared telescope, and I'll keep scrolling out instead of going down. Again, I don't see much extra at the later stages. It seems like all of the newer items are towards the beginning of the tech tree. Again, I could be wrong. That is very new by the look of it, though. The engine cluster adapter tank. That looks kind of awesome. Yeah, these are all... some of these bits are new. Okay. Boop. Boop. Doop. And kadoosh. Skadoosh. Yeah, alright, well. We've got 3 science left, so we can't really do anything extra as we are right now. Okay, so let us go and sort some stuff out here. Let's just remove all this. We'll open. Seriously? Oh yeah, it's auto-saved. Okay, so cancel. Alright, fine. We'll start from scratch if I have to. I don't want fuel tanks. I want payloads. There we are. Back to this one. We can set some science in here again. Needs more cowbell. Yeah, sure it does. Science. Doop doop. There we go. That's just... doesn't matter how I place these overly. It's just I like them to be as symmetrical as I can get them. They're not technically completely symmetrical, but it'll do. There we go. That's that. Do we have any more science? We do have that science, actually, which we can mount later. Again, we want heat shielding. So 1 heat shielding there, although we want to place that a little bit further down. Didn't realise I had that off of the snap. We can close that back up again. Drink and rocket science. What's the worst that can happen? We could kill Jeb. Probably. It's entirely possible that that can happen. Anyway, we want couplers. And now I want more science. There we go. Science Junior. And now fuel tanks. So now we've got the larger fuel tank so we can get more bang for our buck. Wait. Doop. Doop. Actually, come to think of it, let's drag you off to there. Engines, we've got the swivel. Let's make him swivel on it. Put the coupling back on. Here we go. Pull that down there. We can shove another swivel at the bottom to allow us some factor of gimbling. It works for Werner von Braun, however you say it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we've got some massive solid rockets here, which we are going to strap onto this thing. Questions though. We want coupling. And that's too many. No. Actually, that's also too low. If we put them that low, the thing will never ever be able to take off. There we go, that's that. We do need to scroll down a touch. Not scroll down, but drag these down a little bit. So that everything is level. No, get off. That should work. What do we think? With lighting and cam like that, you look... Oh, should I be upset at that remark? Is the question. Right, aerodynamics, let's throw on some of these. We're also going to throw on some extra fins for stability, even though they didn't do much stabilizing stabilising last time. Yes, I'm not drunk, honest. So that's looking nice. Nice. But what we are going to do is we are going to go for rigid attachment on, just because I'm curious. There we go. Alright. Oh, thanks, Uber. I'm not that old. I'm 35 this year. I'm not exactly an old man. Let's set up a track IR for KSP and see if... No, I haven't set up a track IR for KSP. I don't have a track IR. I've got an ED tracker and that's it so far. But this is looking good. Do we have any other parts that we could be using? Heat shield, batteries. Don't need batteries. We could put a Communitron on, but we don't need it. That reminds me, let's swap this back to the standard launch pad, and now we should have enough delta V to get into orbit and back again. If I alter this ever so slightly, we've got more than enough to get around the moon, the Mun and back. Your father was 41 a few weeks ago. Bloody hell. Thanks for making me feel even older. There we go. That's that. Okay. Launch time. How am I going to get to keep the science for the Science Junior? I will show you in a minute. There is a nice little trick to that one. Okay, right. Fine. Aim camera. There we go. Much better. Because right now we are going to EVA. We're going to get an EVA report. I'm going to keep that. We are going to... because I can't... Oh, can I take a surface sample? I can, apparently. All the way from up here. How? How? Reboard. Aim camera. There we go. Much better. Crew report. I'm going to take that. Let's observe mystery goo. Keep. Log pressure data. Keep. Log temperature. Keep. And then we can close this. We will get the material bay, which we will keep. And we don't need to do this right now, but I will anyway. What we do is we shimmy down. Here we go. Until we get to about that point, then we can collect the data, which removes it from the Science Junior and allows us to store it in the capsule. So that's how we do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to recover the vessel now, because we just got a bunch of science for that, and we're going to launch from somewhere slightly different. You most likely put in the service bay. No, I didn't actually. Right, there we go. So that's that. Let's back up to 33 science. Done, and dusted. Let's go to the space plane hangar. We are going to load, open, VIB, load, and launch. Super elaborate, all the ways to do it. Usually I did horrible. Yeah, we don't need to do elaborate. I like nice and simple. Simple is best. Anyway, again, so we're going to do the same thing as we did last time. Again, let's aim camera, because it's just so much easier to see things here. Observe the mystery goo. Keep that one. Streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming. Asakar, I am indeed. If you want, you can come down and join us and chat if you want to talk about Kerbal stuff. Logging pressure data. Did I click? Cancel. Alright, never mind. Log temperature data. Keep that. We are going to EVA. We are going to get an EVA report. Take a surface sample somehow from all the way up here. Get a crew report. And then we're going to grab the materials bay. Right, okay. So again, we're going to recover the vessel. You've never seen this game, Bishop? It's a great little game. So that's that. We're up to 62 science now. Done. Okay, so let's go back to the VAB this time. Any word on the is the official multiplayer coming? I don't know if there is. I haven't heard anything of that, I've got to say. But here we go. We're basically just trying right now. We're just trying to grab as much science as we can around the KSP. As soon as I get some more wheels and stuff, we're going to make a little rover and just drive around the KSP and nickel the science. But I'd rather have as much of the science tools as possible to do that. So we might leave that for a bit later, just if we need a little bit of extra science. Well, here we go. Let's SAS on. We are going to throttle down some because we don't need all the thrust. And what we're going to do is we're going to aim over into the water. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Can I speak Finnish even a little bit? No, I don't speak Finnish, unfortunately. I live in Norway, so I speak Norwegian. And not that amazingly, I've got to say as well. Anyway, we've got everything set up. We do indeed. So, tally-ho, baby. And again, we are... We're rotating, and I don't like this. No, other way. Well, let's keep this going towards... We're probably going to end up with a sonic boom anytime soon. No, we're still rotating. I don't know why. We've got fins. Why is this happening? Look, there's the sonic boom. We are now going supersonic. Wow. Okay. And I'm pretty sure our apoapsis is... Yeah, that's actually quite sufficient. But let's rotate this back around, actually. Because this will allow us to... We've got more than enough fuel to circularize and probably get high out above Kerbin as well. So, yeah, maybe we want to do that. Let's see. It's going to take a lot of orbital momentum, a lot of delta V even, to circularize this one. Because we've come up at such a steep angle. But let's fully circularize first. There we go. And point towards our target node. Hopefully you put all those fins... Yeah, we put all the fins on, and it might have something to do with them, because we can't actually gimbal them. They're not gimbaled fins, so that might have something to do with it. But either way, we're going to have to burn from 1 minute 40 pretty much, which is... we're going to go from around about 50 seconds, I think. Yeah. So, now. Drag this all out so that we can equatorial... we're not going to have an equatorial orbit at all. Well, that's not a problem. We don't need to do this. No, this isn't career mode at all. This is just science mode. We're just mucking about at the moment. I am going to start doing a career mode playthrough in the future. Node in 15 seconds. Ooh. But anyway, since we're burning, we're accelerating, that's fine. It's not a huge issue. Let's open this up. Let's aim the camera as well. Just hope that I notice the burn times. We'll observe the mystery goo because we are above orbit, space near. Here we go. So we'll keep that one. We'll go for logging the pressure data. We'll also log the temperature data. And we're getting very close. We need also a crew report. Crew report, keep. And there we go. There we are. So let's double check on our... Oh, that is actually almost perfect. 71,000 though, and a little more. So we need to... Yeah, well, actually, we're not perfect, so we need to warp over here and circularize proper. The question is, though, how much fuel do we have left? We got enough. We got more than enough, because we've got a second stage after this one. But now, we can EVA. We can grab an EVA report from space just above Kerbin's water. What? Alright, fine. Okay. Well, let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, fine. Fine. Let's reboard. Let's speed this up. There we go, grasslands. Oh, okay, we just missed the highlands. Where are we? Okay, we've still got time. We're still over the water, so if we speed this up a touch more. As soon as this goes into a different biome that's not grasslands or water. Oh, shores, damn it. Just missed it. God damn it. Oh, highlands, highlands, highlands. So, EVA. EVA report. Let's keep that one. Reboard. Oh, and look at that. We're pretty much perfect for where we want to be. Though we're not going to be boosting this one overly much. We just want to push this above 80,000. Let's just get that to there. That's nice. We've now fully circularized. And the question is, how much fuel do we have left? How much delta V is the main question. I'm not sure if I'm just being blind or if I don't see it. But I don't see it on the readout up here. But that's fine. We'll work it out. The question I've got though is settings. Can we sort this out in here, or do I have to do this somewhere else? Alright, fine. Resume flight. Well, like I said, we've got a bunch more delta V, so let's warp to periapsis. Stop just shy. Because for those of you that are aware, periapsis is where you're going to be travelling the fastest. We'll wait and just quickly wait until we line up with our node. Burn off the rest of the fuel in this stage. We'll push out in one direction. I'm not planning really to do anything, just to get a bit as far out as I can. Really, I mean, we can push out further. I seriously doubt we're actually going to. Yeah, because Minmus is all the way over there. But if we push out a little further. Whoop, there we go. That should allow us to get a little bit of science from high above Kerbin. Because we're still in Kerbin's sphere of influence. And let's swap that to retrograde. And this should definitely allow us to get a bit more science from out here. Except if you deactivate warp time, but the game will become very, very long. Yeah. People can focus on different things, like somebody likes landing on moons, some builds stations. I like building stations. I do. I like my octagonal station that I built a little while back. That was fun. Anyway, we're pretty much in the decent area now, so let's see if we can grab a EVA report from here. High over Kerbin. Yes. Okay, I'm definitely going to keep that. We are... Right, that's board again. Let's observe the material bay. Look at that, 37 science just for that. Again, we're going to have to EVA just so as we can collect our data, remove, and reboard. That will also allow us to get our crew reports. Keep. Yep. Okay. Now, our periapsis is something we're going to have to be very, very careful with here. There we go. That'll do. That should be fine. How much fuel do we have left? We've got loads of fuel left. Warp until someone interrupts with a spacebar or something. Yeah. Right, let's carry on. Where the hell? We'll just turn around so I know which way I'm going. Oh, there it is. Aha. Uh-oh. Close doors. Close the doors. Oh, I just realised I forgot to I forgot to do the oh, bugger. I completely forgot about the mystery goo, the barometer and the thermometer whilst we were up there. Isn't it bloody typical? And I keep forgetting about quick save. The thing is, if they bring multiplayer into this, I really want to do like one of those things that Matt Lown did, like a collaboration station. That was awesome, and I want to try that again. Oh no, you failed as viewers and forgot to remind me. Yes, that's it, I blame you entirely. No, it's my own bloody fault because I never pay attention to this kind of shit myself. Wait a sec, we are going to land in the water this time, it seems. Or are we? Come on. No, we are. We are going to land in the water. Good. So we can get water biome science. So it's not going to be a complete failure now. And there we go. We're slowing down to subsonic speeds. Yeah, only 600 meters per second. Yeah, that's terribly slow, that is. There goes the chute. We've only got one science bay left. One of these left, so let's pin that one for now. Is this toggle? Let's pin that one. We'll pin that one, because then I know these are the ones that we still have yet to do. I can close this again now, so hopefully it won't get destroyed when we land. And I don't believe that if we EVA now we'll get anything useful. Let's try EVA reporting. Oh, we do. We do. Flying over Kirby. I thought we'd already done this. But that must have been when I was mucking about earlier. Either way, let's hurry up. Let's land in the water. Do you know that there's already a few mods for it? But we're talking about official multiplayer now. Yeah. I tried doing the modded multiplayer, but we couldn't get it to work for some reason. But then again, this was when I was living at a previous apartment. It might have had something to do with other reasons. Oh, no. Let's take a surface sample. Can I do a crew report here? Because have I done one? Cancel. Alright, fine. Observe the mystery goo. What we got? Some science. Let's log the pressure data. Log temperature. And recover. And how much science are we on now? Oh, bloody hell. Didn't think we were going to be on 200 science already. Alright, fine. Fine. I'm not complaining. Seriously not. We want some solar panels. Well, that's 90 science all by itself. Space exploration. We can go this way, which is the way I want to go in there anyway. Small inline. We've got 65 left, but I want to get this one next because we get the inline stabilizer and we get the KV3 and the Mark II command pod, because this one can actually carry 2 Kerbals, not just the one. And then we also get SAS, which is going to be really nice. Or RCS even, is what I meant. We can go for this one, we can go for this one. That's a tiny little dinky fuel tank. An extra Terrier fuel tank, that'd be quite nice actually. So, question, do I want to go for structural? And you know what, we'll go for advanced rocketry. Because that's going to allow us to land on Minmus, which is my next idea. We've got extra controls, and now we have got the controllable winglets that we can gimbal. And now we've also got the KV2, the P. What's so different between that one and the one we had previously? Yes, this is science mode. Right, anyway, so I usually do things a little bit different. Let's have a look. In our engines, we want fuel tanks. We have got bigger fuel tanks, and these are all recolorable. Okay, cool. That's bigger. Ooh. So engines. Do we have any larger engines, though, is the question. No, we don't. So having those engines for the time being are kind of a bit pointless. Anyway, we've got some new pods. We've got the KV1, the Onion, and we've got the P. So what's different about these two? Crew capacity 2, crew capacity 1. Ah, right. So that gives us an extra crew capacity. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of... I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to move this over here. Let's go for a P. We'll try a P. Although that might not actually be the best of ideas right now. Let's stick with the Mark 1. Because the P does come with its own decoupler, and I don't want to accidentally decouple something. Anyway, so back to utility. We'll put a parachute on. This is technically going to end up being our lander at the moment, so we're going to have to change this around a little bit. So fuel tanks, let's... Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. No! I meant to use this tool, which I completely forgot to do. That's going to be that. So this is just going to add additional fuel to this stage. Let's see. In fact, this is actually going to be a separate stage. So let's disconnect that. We are going to put a different engine on. And then we're going to need another decoupler. As well as... What the hell am I after now? Oh, another fuel tank. Let's plonk you there. Let's put you back there. Right, that's all it's all underground now. Let's move this. Yeah, that's looking better. Right, okay. Go for the fuel transfer hoses. Those makes staging and leaving atmosphere with big payloads so much easier. Yeah, I know. I'm a big fan of asparagus staging and everything, but we haven't got that yet. This is just so we have extra fuel. Let's see. You know what we're going to do? Let's remove this completely. Put you there. We're also going to go... What the hell am I doing? What was I doing again? I remember. Yeah, that was right. Alright, fine. Oh. Yeah, I guess it'll do. But either way, we are going to remove... No. We are going to remove you. I'm going to put a different engine on. I'm going to put the Reliance on you and leave the centre as the swivel. And you... Yeah, that looks about right. Anyway, aerodynamics. We want you. And we actually want landing legs, don't we? We do indeed, yeah. Okay. Fine. There we go. We've got some landing legs there. Hopefully, those will be sufficient. In fact, let's knock them down a touch. So just to maintain as much ground clearance as humanly possible. And start retracted. There we go. Hopefully this is going to work a lot better than the originals. And we want the... Is it this winglet or is it that winglet we want? Let's go for this one. Yeah, that looks about right. So let's save. And let's launch, even though I haven't actually checked the fire groups yet. Not the fire groups, the staging groups. Yeah, we do need to change them a little bit, just looking over at the stream itself. This needs to go down here. That'll launch that one. That'll launch that one as well as that. And then that will go up here to this one. And then we've got that and that one. No, that's not going to go there like that. That's going to go down to there like that. Right, okay. That looks a lot nicer. So... Quick save. Yes. I remembered. Aha! So T, here we go. Let us launch. Now let's start off early with our gravity turn. As soon as I start getting to about 200 meters per second, we need to start throttling down a touch, or well, basically as soon as we... There we go, let's do that. Whoa, that's wobbly as all hell. Now hopefully this is working better than I hope it is. It is indeed, we're doing quite well, although we are leaning over a little faster than I would like. So let's throttle up, because we're supposed to be at 45 at 10,000. And that is exactly what we're at, but we are going faster now than I would originally want to. Kaboom, countdown initiated, yes. Right, let's have a look at our fuel meters. We're still doing good for our fuel. Although that is kind of wasting fuel as we're pushing that hard against the atmosphere. So let's throttle down a touch. Try not to waste as much fuel currently, because we're currently sonic booming, which we don't want to do. And look, we just caught the horizon. Although then again, we are at a point in the horizon where it's not a point in the atmosphere where it's not too much of an issue. Although looking at this, I suspect we've probably not got enough fuel for this. We might not have enough for an interplanetary mission. But that's, it's possible. At the very least, we've got a really nice equatorial orbit. Oh, and I love it when they just separate so beautifully like that. Since we get that to about 80,000, that is... Oh, well, although we have just lost that. Three, four. There we go. That should be sufficient. We've got about half the fuel left in this, so I seriously doubt we're going to be able to make it to Minmus and back. So, yeah. This is that. I'm a little bit out of practice with this as well. But then again, we did just make a massive, huge cross-section here to slow this thing down. That slows this thing down hugely. But worst comes to worst, we can just go back to get some science from high Kerbin again. Worst comes to worst, as I said. But what I'm thinking is we're going to try and get a Mun flyby at least. So let's add a maneuver. Let's circularize. Well, that's a little bit further than I would like. So we only have a 24-second burn, which should be all we really need. There we go. So I'm going to burn from 12 seconds, so that we split the burn to equally either side, so that the midpoint is going to be exactly on the apoapsis. So there. Although I don't think we've got enough fuel for that. So yeah, this is going to be a bit interesting. We're probably, yeah, it's a much tougher burn than what I originally thought we were going to need. So let's nose up a little bit to try and lift up that to try and lift up the apoapsis again, so that we're chasing it again. Don't want to be behind the apoapsis. We want to be chasing the apoapsis if we can. Fuel. Well, we've got loads of fuels. This might still be very doable. So 83, 88. Yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough for government work. There we go. And we've still got a good amount of fuel left. Unfortunately, we can't actually jettison this. But at the very least, we can do a flyby of somewhere. So there's the moon. There's the Mun even. And in order to get to there, we're going to have to make a burn from about here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There is a moon. Let's focus over here. There we go. So, come on. A little bit more. We want to get a much better... Yeah, right, is it? Slow that down a touch. Whoa, never mind, never mind. We'll do a mid-course correction. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do a mid-course correction. That'll be just much easier. It'll expend a lot less delta V than what we currently have. Anyway, how do I unfocus this? Oh, we'll set that as target. I don't know how to untarget these things. That thing always bugs me. I don't know how to do it. Because I want to focus back on the craft, and I don't remember how to do this. I've done it once or twice, and I can't remember how the hell I did it. But either way... we are about at the right point to start burning. And judging by our rate of delta V correction to how fast we're actually burning fuel, this looks like we're going to be going quite nicely on this one. Because all we want is to get a flyby of the Mun, so that we can grab some science from Mun space, and then put ourselves on a free return. And then we'll correct around about here to get a decent flyby of the Mun, because otherwise we're going to be shooting off at some kind of elliptical and tangential orbit here, and it's not even on the same plane as anything here. I mean, then again, considering how much fuel we've got, we could theoretically do a Mun assist and potentially get to Minmus, which might be possible. The problem then is trying to get back from Minmus. Oh look, we're actually approaching our speed goal. There we go. And we will add a maneuver from here, which will allow us... There we go, that's looking nicer already. Look at that. If we do that, that's going to launch us out entirely from... There we go. And again, we might, like I said, we might be able to get this into the same... Oh, no, we want the other way. If we fix this just right, we may be able to get this onto a similar orbital plane as Minmus. And what's that? That is target, okay. Let us set this as the target now. So at the very least, we can get out to the same orbital plane. It's going to be a bastard to get there. Right, okay, so let's bring this up. Let's see. But again, we can fix the orbital planes and everything the further we are out from Kerbin. But this is going to allow us to get science from the Mun and potentially from Kerbin as well. Not Kerbin, from the Mun and Minmus. And you know what? Let's warp to... Alright. Okay, the estimated burn is about 2 seconds. So time warp is complete. We don't need to theoretically be right next to it. Well, this is really common. No wonder NASA just hired a studio to fail. yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is basically working off gravity assist, gravity turns, basically proper rocket science. And I'm doing this semi-drunk, so... Just smacked my microphone stand, so apologies for that. And there we go. That is us now on... As soon as we pass the Mun, which we will do quite readily here, we can warp up to... Here we go. So where are we? You know what, let's slow down. Just a touch. So I know which direction I'm bloody going. So that we can actually see the Mun coming up. Where is it? There it is! Aha! Mun or bust. We're at the Mun. Although, right now we could just capture around the Mun and get a proper orbit going here. But we've just this is literally us doing a gravity assist off the Mun. So what we're going to do is let's open the bays here. Let us grab 1 mystery goo. We'll keep the science, that's 20 science. We will grab pressure data, another 24 science. We will grab the temperature data, another 16 science. We'll do a crew report. We will EVA, grab an EVA report, and reboard. Now, what we've got left is that mystery goo container for science. And we've got this one here, this science as well. We've got this side. So I'm just pinning these so I know which ones I've got left. And that it's just easier than jumping back and forth and opening this thing up when we need it. So here we are. We've grabbed a science report. We did a crew report as well. The downside to all this is we can only really do one crew report at a time. Unless, actually, come to think of it, we could do multiple crew reports potentially. But I'd need a different science storage module, which I haven't put on this. I should really start doing that, but yeah. Oh well. As you can see, we are about to be ejected out from the Mun. So that's the point that we escape the Mun's gravity. Or the Moon's gravity. And we are going to be launched out this way towards towards Minmus. There's a lot to this game. Totally digging it. Yeah, it's awesome. I love this game. And what I'm going to do now is, because we've set that as a target, we've got the descending node and the ascending node. What these are at what point during our two orbital paths that we actually line up. So it's at these points that we're on the same orbital plane. So it's from here that we're going to add another maneuver, and we're going to, as you can see, if I drag this down, we just flipped the descending node and the ascending node. Oh, I did that wrong. Well, what I want to do is I want to try and get that roughly 45 degrees. Let's just mouse wheel this one. It'd be slightly easier. To about there, maybe a bit more. To about there, like that. Because what that means is we've changed the ascending nodes from basically from 12 and 6 to 3 and 9 on the clock. Hello, Circle of Psi, how are we doing? And what this means is we've just basically matched the orbital plane of Minmus. So that's what we're going to do. We are also going to target here. I've just realised as well that I didn't put any solar panels on this thing, which I really should have done. But considering how slow we're actually draining power, it's not going to be a huge issue. So let's warp to this point. As you can see, we're still focusing on the Mun, and I don't want to do that. Now, the estimated burn is going to be very small here. So we want to warp, get slightly closer. We want to get as close as humanly possible. At this point, a couple of minutes is really nothing. So as you can see, we only need to change our relative velocity by about 4 meters a second in total, or 4.4 in total. We could do this with just a tiny, tiny little burn. As you can see, I'm not even fully throttled. I'm just ever so slightly nudging the throttle. Now that I remove the thing, you can actually see where we are. Whoop! There we go. I just literally just tapped it, and we changed our orbital inclination way more than we needed to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a maneuver from here and try and see if we can, by increasing our velocity... Oh, wait, look at that. We got a Minmus encounter. Ever so slightly. Come on. That's focus Minmus. Focus view. Look at that. We have a Minmus encounter. Now, where the hell is my node? There it is. This is probably going to be the wrong way. It's the right way. It is the right way. There we go. Look at that. That is going to get us to Minmus, and we've only got a 27.3 meters per second change in velocity there, which is awesome. So again, let's point towards our target. Now, the reason I'm pointing to target and not prograde or anything, because that uses a lot more electric charge. We don't want to use as much as we can. We want to save as much electric charge as humanly possible right now, because I did forget to put solar panels on. So what we've got is what we have on in our batteries is all we're going to get. We cannot replenish this. But yes, okay, so what we want to do now is to warp to our next maneuver, which is going to be here. So let's warp here. And we can see that we're not losing much electric charge because we're not moving. We're not using all the moving parts inside the ship, which is why we're not using more power. It's every time we move or every time we do something that requires power that we drain our batteries. And that is not what we're going to be doing. Right, I'm also going to speed up because we've got 2 hours here. We've got node in 2 hours. Our burn is 2 seconds. But I want to get this down just a little bit more. We don't need to be exactly on. There we go. 5 minutes. That's close enough. Like I said, it's close enough for government work. I'm going to slowly, incrementally increase the throttle. As you can see, we would have literally just got a gravity assist off a different planet there. And we're almost... There we go. That, I think, is perfect. So, where are we? Minmus, where are you? What is our trajectory looking like? It is looking very, very good. We might have enough fuel to capture. Potentially land? Grab some science and leave again? I don't know. But then again, that's what the power of quick save is for. And now that we've done that, we can warp to about here. Where are we? Because that's the problem. You can't actually see the... wait a sec. There's Kerbin. There's the Mun. And I'm pretty sure that there is Minmus. Because look, it's taking 17 days to get here. So there's the Mun. There's Kerbin. Hello, Mun. Hello, Kerbin. That little dot is getting closer. Yep, KSP has escaped some scum drive too. It does indeed. And look, it is. We are getting closer. We're getting close to the little green rock. The funny thing is, we're actually coming in from the opposite side. We're coming in against the... we are coming in against the rotation. But right now, let's... There we go, we've now captured. We'll re-warp to periapsis. That was a bit of an awkward capture because we were coming in at such a weird angle. I didn't realise which way around I was coming. So right now we are in fact going against the orbital rotation of the planet, which is not necessarily the best way of doing things. But considering how much delta V we've got, we should be able to land potentially and be able to take off again. So this could work quite nicely. Especially considering the minuscule amount of fuel we use when we are... when we're boosting and thrusting. We're going to carry on going until we start coming down to the surface of the planet. But you know what? I'm actually going to throttle this up a little bit until we flip our axes. I'm also going to go a little bit anti-normal. I think this is the right way. No, it isn't. It's the other one. That's the one I want. It's anti-normal, not normal that I wanted. Because that's going to allow us to drop down into the lowlands. There we go. Let's warp. Let's see, where are we? Let's warp here. Actually, no, that might be a little bit too close to the surface. Yeah, there we go. We're still going to be able to land on the surface here quite nicely. Alright, retrograde. We've still got a good amount of battery power left. And let's drop our landing gear. Hello, new planets. Oh, actually, whilst we're here, let's quickly EVA. Grab an EVA report. And carry on pointing retrograde. Can we do a crew report here? Cancel. Alright, never mind. But I am actually going to quick save here. Just because I forgot to do so earlier. But I know we should be able to get back quite easily. We're coming down to the lesser flats. We can probably do a suicide burn on the way down. Which is probably what we're going to do. It's just the problem is I don't know at what point shall we actually start doing this. So we're 6,000 meters up. Oh, that was probably a little bit too fast. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to be okay. We just need to reduce our speed down. Let's actually drop that down a touch. We're still lowering our speed. Actually, you know what? Let's not even bother with that yet. Because we're still too far up. We're still too high. Because I think this is like the lesser flats, or the flatlands, are the Minmus' equivalent of like ocean level. We want to aim for landing at around about 5 meters per second. And even this tiny little poodle engine outputs more than sufficient thrust in order to get us down. As you can see, we are actually, I've throttled down enough so that we're still accelerating down, but we're accelerating at a very slow pace. So that all I need to do is, as you can see, right, here we go. There's our shadow. 10 meters per second is still more than safe enough. Look at that, a safe little landing on Minmus. The gravity here is absolutely ridiculously terrible. It's low gravity, it's like the smallest of potato planets. Now the question is, can I rotate? Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Accidentally hit my spacebar and deployed my... oh boy. Yeah, it wouldn't be me if I didn't screw up royal. That should be fine. We should be able to slow down more than sufficiently in order to land again. Yeah, typically I always screw this up royally every time. But thankfully I remember to quick save. If I hadn't a quick save, we would have to start all over again from scratch. And that would not be fun. There, just to prove it wasn't a fluke. We did it again. Now, I'm going to quick save again in case I fuck up again. But either way, let's EVA quickly. Let's get an EVA report. We'll take a surface sample. I don't know how the hell we take it from this high up. But we're also gonna let go. Now the question is what is my... No, that's that, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Ah, that's what it was. Aha! That's what my up and down momentum was. Right, look at this. We're on the surface of an alien planet. And moonwalking. Aha! Michael Jackson will be proud. So, let's plant the flag of victory. Where's the flag? Where's the flag? Plant the flag! Aha! Victory! We have managed to land on Minmus. This is actually quite awesome. Now, the thing is, we might be able, because we are fairly close to the edge of some of these lesser flats, we might be able, if I quick save again just to be safe, we might, because our jetpack, even though it runs on standard, like just mono propellant. Oh, no, we need to look where we're going. What we can do is actually use this to travel around, very similar to a rocket. So we might, just keep an eye on our mono propellant. We should be able to fly all the way over to here, land on the upper flats up here, grab another surface sample, although I'm not sure if we can carry more than one at a time. If we can't, we'll have to reload the save file. And look at that, we're actually travelling really quick. Hello, Dadman. What's up? We're doing some Kerbal Space Program. Here we go, Lowlands, here we go. Let's slow ourselves down, although I need to face where we're looking. Slow our relative velocity so we start dropping back to the surface of Minmus again. So get our surface velocity down. Because a little bit of velocity goes a long way on Minmus. Just with this little rocket pack, I can get this Kerbal into orbit. There we go. Now we're dropping. As soon as we land, we'll be able to start heading back. We've used up more than half of our mono propellant. Thing is, though, you know what? Let's... Oh! I'm dead. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to where we were going. Load save. Quick save. Load. Yeah, alright, fine. Let's not worry about that just yet. Even, look at that. Just jumping takes us this high. Oh, and I didn't actually mean to do that. I meant to grab on, and I forget how to do it. Oh, it's F. F to grab. It's not to pay respects, it's to grab. So that's board. So that stores what we've got currently. Now we can observe the material bay. Keep that open here because we reloaded, I can't see everything again that I pinned before. So that's 50 science just for being here. Log temperature 40 science, and again log pressure, that's another 60 science. Wow, that is awesome. Anyway, let's close that. We're going to re-EVA. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're also going to target the Science Junior until we can collect the data. Remove reboard. So that stores the data in the cockpit. Now, instead of actually, let's put the fuel up, because I'm pretty sure we have more than sufficient to get back to Kerbin here. But let's quick save just in case. So let's rotate over so I can see what I'm doing. Put ourselves over almost entirely at 90 degrees. Then we can actually get a full boost going. And have a look at our orbital line here. And look at that. Just that little bit has almost put us entirely back into orbit. Look at that. That is awesome. So yeah, we have more than sufficient fuel to get back into orbit. And what I'm going to do is we are actually going to warp to here. Go retrograde, and we're going to go and land on one of the upper areas here. So that we can grab a little bit more sense. It would be nice, actually, if we had... There we go. That'll do. We can warp to about here. You're thinking about buying it? It's not bad at all, and we've got a new DLC for it as well, the Making History DLC, which is what we're playing with at the moment. But this will be the last little bit of science we're going for, because we're going to go for another EVA report. We're going to go for another surface sample, because currently, as you can see, we're still in the lowlands at the moment. Right. So can I see? I can. There's our. There is our shadow. Didn't realise I didn't need to actually thrust that quite that hard. Giggity. But yeah, no, I didn't realise we were still that high up. So we could theoretically reload if things go wrong. Yeah, the Kerbal definition of science is very broad. It is indeed. You know, you can talk, Jackal. I don't have a problem with you actually talking in chat here. You are on TeamSpeak in the same channel, so you can do this.
I am currently eating pasta, however, and no one needs to hear that.
No, but I'm pretty sure you can chime in between gobfuls.
Yes, I'll just tune out the horrible chewing noises.
Hmm. Oh, we're coming in a little bit quick, so let's just throttle up entirely more than necessary. Oh, wait, no, all the way. I am not going to let you. Okay. We're heading down the hill. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Aha! Yes, but it's going. Oh, wait. No. It's using a lot of our electric charge. Come on. Get upright. Let's turn off the SAS. We're not using power. We've done it. We saved it. Aha! So, EVA report, we'll keep that. We'll grab a surface sample, grab that, another 155. Wow. Okay, reboot. I'm glad we did this. But now, I'm not willing to gamble with whether or not we're going to be able to get home. Is Mars in the game? There's a Mars kind of equivalent, which is... Where is it? Here we go. It is Duna. So let's focus view on Duna. There we go. This is the the Kerbal Star System's version of Mars. So it is there. It's also got its own little moon as well, called Ike, which I'm pretty sure used to be somewhere else, unless I'm just imagining things. Knowing me, I probably am. We've also got Eve, we've got Moho, we've got Jewel, which is an entire little system all of its own, almost. We've got Drez, and we've also got Elu. So a bunch of different planets. We've also got the start of the sun as well. By the way, where the hell am I? I am currently back in the Kerbin Sphere of Influence, so let's focus view over here. Come in, where am I? I am over here. You know what? This would be so much easier. Let's just go back to the Space Center. And we'll come back so I can see what the bloody hell I'm doing. Because I still don't know how to stop targeting planets again. We're going to head back to the tracking station. Bugger off. Back into the Untitled and we'll refly it again. So now we're targeted back on the craft. Which is exactly what we want. How much science for landing on the sun? I don't know, but probably more if you land at night. Yeah. So, we've grabbed that science. So, let us get back into orbit. Now, I want to there we go. Start going... Oh, no. There we go. Let's actually raise up our... Oh, that's way too much. But that's fine. Add maneuver. Actually, no, we don't even need to add a maneuver. We can delete that one. Which is a warped apoapsis. Face apoapsis. Which is still using a lot of our power, but not as much as when we were trying to land. So do we have a... There we go, we've got a periapsis now. There we go, good. Right, okay, so question, where am I? Here we go. So I want to start boosting from about here. So warp here. We're going to head over to prograde again. So we're going to be basically boosting out to facing this direction. And yes, this may look like it is trying to shove us out into interstellar space, but that's not actually the case. As you can see, what we're doing is we're actually getting our periapsis down over Kerbin. So we want to get that down to around about less than 70,000 meters. And thank you very much for the follow. Sorry, I didn't spot who that was. We've got more than sufficient fuel to do this. We could have probably hopped over to a couple of extra biomes, but I didn't want to risk doing that. So as soon as we get this, you know, it doesn't really matter where we land, but this is weird, the way we're going now. There we go. We are on a suborbital trajectory now, which is awesome. So let's actually warp over here. There we go, we've escaped Minmus's grasp, and we're heading back home to Kerbin. What boring game is this? This is Kerbal Space Program, I'll have you know. Boring my butt. Let's warp a little closer, see where we're going exactly. Here we are. we're going to face ourselves retrograde and burn off the last of our fuel to slow us down, ready for when we capture. We're doing science! We are indeed. Let's burn off the rest of our fuel. As you can see, we are lowering down our apoapsis. We're going to land in the middle of absolute bloody nowhere. But I want to just burn off the rest of the fuel because we bought it. We're not going to get this back. It's going to burn up and explode in re-entry, so we might as well use it. That's the ugliest sidewinder you've ever seen. Well, I'm sorry. Not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Let's see. There we go. We are now fully empty for fuel. We are going to jettison that stage. Face retrograde once again. Bye-bye. You served us so well. Although I realise as well... Yeah, thankfully we did actually grab the science from that and store it in the capsule. Now I'm hoping we're actually going to land on the peninsula over here. Looks like that's indeed going to be the case. Thankfully we've got heat shield, so we should survive quite handily. Can you build an Oscilla station in Kerbal? It would not surprise me if that was at all possible. We could build something akin to it, although the giant spherical section is going to be more of a real kind of challenge. Right. Now, a good rule of thumb here is, as you can see, that this is our heat bar. If this reaches all the way up to the top, we explode. We are doing okay. Oh, look at that. Wow, we're into deadly G levels at the moment. Thankfully, the Kerbals don't care. They're built out of sturdier stuff than those mere humans. There we go. We're through the upper atmosphere. We're in the middle atmosphere. We're getting ready to hit the lower atmosphere very soon. And look at that. We can now deploy our chutes. That's just going to drag behind us temporarily until the atmosphere is strong enough for it to deploy fully. Well, I say that. It actually deploys at a lower area, a lower altitude. Because where are we? Oh, we're still over the grasslands. Great. Okay, so that's not even a new biome. If it had landed in, like, right on the edge here, this might have actually been slightly better. But, c'est la vie. We're landing on the grasslands. Which is fine. It's fine. We've got different trees here, though. There goes the parachute. Deploying. There's the parachute fully deployed. And here we are, coming down. Safe and sound. I'll be honest, I'm surprised as much as you guys are. Slow this down. Here we go. Doink. There we go. We're alive. So we'll EVA quickly. Check, see whether we'll get anything from an EVA report. No, we won't. Okay, fine. Surface sample. 0.6 science. It's better than a kick in the teeth. And let's recover the vessel. Let's see how much science we got from this. I'm curious now. Let's see. Holy crap, we're nearly at 1,000 science. Holy crud. Nice. So this means we're going to be able to unlock a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Here we go. Mark II command pod. This will allow us to take 2 Kerbals with us. And the reason this is nice is because we can take a scientist with us. And scientists, they can reset the Science Junior. So we can use it multiple times. So let's research that. Let's see. What else can we get? Alright, Fanta. We'll see you soon. Smaller adapters. Clampotron Docking Port Junior. Ooh, I do like that. We'll go for that one. Different. We've got more decouplers. We've got communitrons. More power. I like these ones. We'll go for this one because it's going to be our extending solar panels. We can start sending out satellites very soon. We've got a seismic accelerometer, which is another science tool, which would be very nice to have. I'm trying to find where we would get the next lot of sciencey things. That's going to be there, isn't it? It is. So that's where we get the atmospheric sciencey thing. Extra landing. The extra landing gear, landing legs are probably going to be nice to have. But right now, I suspect we're going to want to have slightly better rockets. So let's grab ourselves the Wolfhound. We will grab the extra fuel tanks. What would be cool if there was a mod that makes the Kerbals look like the tree-eyed alien dudes from Toy Story. Oh yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it? That would be quite good. Let's see. Oh, we've got more fuel tanks. How much science do we have? We have 200 science left. So we can either go for increased extra rocketry, where we can go for the Skiff, we can go for the Bobcat, the Cheetah, the Twin Bores, the mainsails. Ooh, the Kodiak. I like the look of that one. I really do like the look of that one. What I'd like to do is get all the way up to the nuclear propulsion, because that stuff is awesome. But I am thinking we probably want to go for the construction and the advanced construction. So let's go for general construction. Let's also go for the advanced construction, which is going to give us an extra bunch of items in here, like adapters and so on. So we'll unlock that one. Whoops, wrong one. And let's go for the hitchhiker storage module. Not enough science. Oh, right, yeah, okay, sorry. We need an extra little bit of science for that. Which is fine. Fine, I don't need to worry about that overly. We could start doing the aviation, but I'm not interested in aviation at all. Go for the Scarab SRV. Snotty, you do realise that in one of my previous Kerbal videos, I actually made a Scarab SRV in Kerbal with the jump jets and everything, and it worked. Didn't work particularly well, but it did. But yeah, okay, so next thing we want to go for is the precision engineering, and then from that we'll be able to go to the scanning tech, which will give us the atmospheric fluid spectrometer, because this will... Oh, where was it? Where are we? Doop, 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 doop.
Do I see the words ugly Sidewinder in chat?
You do indeed.
How very dare they. Can we have some respect for the humble Sidewinder?
That might be asking a little bit. But here we go. There's another one. The Gravmax. We want to get that as well. That's another science item. But I know. Where is it gone? I've lost it now. Because there is another. There it is. Because we can grab that one next. But then that will take us straight through to this one, which is where the communitrons are, which are really nice, but not exactly the most useful thing for us right now. But let's go into the VAB. We can now start building with brand new modules. Look at that. This one's got a crew capacity of 3. It also has its own decoupler. I don't think it has... It's own ablator as well, which is nice. But it doesn't seem to have its own rotation wheels. Because as you can see, this one's actually got rotation wheels. Let's remove that. So this allows us to control the ship without any additional... Oh, bugger off. There we go. But the question is, command and control. I do have command and control now, so we could use one of the spherical landers, really, if I wanted to. But I don't actually want to right now. So we're going to use this one. This is going to be quite nice to have. Again, we're going to have to go for the same parachute. So utility, parachutes, parachutes, parachutes. Here we go. Although, look at how dinky that thing looks on top. That's ridiculous. But considering
Flattery won't save you, Snorrick.
But considering this is going to be a little bit heavier, we're going to put a couple of drogue chutes on as well, just to help. Actually, you know what? We're not going to go for drogue chutes. We're going to go for actual proper parachutes. And maybe we'll move that... nose cones, aerodynamics, let's see. Well, no. Nope. No. No. Let's put the standard parachute back on. Wait, then again, we could put the... no, never mind. Forget I said anything. There we go. So again, we're going to add some more science into this one. So another payload. Oh, what's this? Service module? Service bay with explosive doors. Oh, that's a bit small. Service bay. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Shroud on, off. Oh! Oh, that looks awesome. See some of the new parts from making history. We can put a good amount of science in these sections as well. So, oh, that's awesome. So how big's this thing? That's a shroud. We could put that theoretically on the nose cone there. Oh, that's kind of cool. What we can do with this. Not going to use that one though, however. We kind of maybe have to. Let's take the shroud off. Okay, so science! Where are we? So that's two. That's those in there. Right, okay, fine. Let's move these down to the bottom. Okay. Right. Let's put you there. Let's also put you there. So that's 4 sciencey items there. Cool. Awesome. Oh, wait a sec. I've had a better idea. No, that's not going to work. Alright, okay, fine. Fine. It's all fine. You know what? I'm not sure entirely sure how I want to have that there. That's kind of cool, though. Because this is the science storage module. The question, however, is do we have a big enough... We do. We do have a big enough heat shield. So this is kind of cool. Well, alright, fine. Let's remove that. I know what I want to do. I'm pretty sure we have... Structural? No, that's not the right one. That's too big. Ah, too big. Where are the adapters that go between these two? This is kind of really weird. Right, okay. Well, I do want to have a scientist in this, but let's see. Utility? Actually, come to think of it. Where are we? No, not that one. Fuel tank. That's not exactly what I was after. This one. Haha! That'll work. It is a fuel tank though, but we're just going to drain all the fuel out. Because we're just going to use this as an adapter now. Or are we? You know what? Let's actually not do that. Let us grab the... yeah, let's go back to the same thing we were trying first time. We'll grab this, put this on, remove the shroud. Because I've got an idea now. Science. Gorizilla, thank you very much for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. You know what? Got a better idea. Let's drop that there. Let's drop this here. Come on. You. Off. There. You. There. You. There. Solo Flyer, thank you very much for the follow. Again, greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. How the sod was I doing? Right, okay, so this needs to face this way. That should be perfect. Perfect for what, you might be asking? Well, I'm planning to do something a little bit different. Sink that in. Aha! There we go, look at that. Move that a little bit further down. Move this a little bit up. We'll just fiddle with this until we get the right position. Look at that! That is a work of art. That is all our, well, most of our sciencey stuff inside. And then we're just going to strap everything else around the outside here. So this is going to be quite nice. I'm actually quite proud of that. Although, I think I might need to drop this down just a touch, because that's getting on my nerves a little bit. Come on. There we go. Yep, perfect. Yep, very happy indeed. Add a shield gen and a fuel scoop and some weapons plus thrusters and you got a decent ship. Yeah, sounds about right. Anyway, now what I can do is add that back to symmetry mode. No, that's not what I want. That one. Because what I'm thinking is we can drop that there. Let's see if it actually lines... Oh, wait, no. There we go. Let's see if it lines up on the other side. It does. Yes, it does. So that's two mystery goos on either side. We could probably do with sinking those in a little bit, though. So let's sink in, just so that it's... So I'll do it to both of them. Just so that they don't clip with the shroud when the shroud goes up. And then we will throw the other slew around the back here. So, thermometer. And... You know what? Let's just throw them in the middle. Because theoretically, we can actually just get the scientist to EVA, grab all this stuff. You know what? I don't actually know where they EVA from. I think yeah, there they go. I can actually see it there. Yeah, that's where the hatch opens up. Right, okay, cool. Awesome, now we know. Anyway, crew, let's see who we've got. We've got an engineer. We don't want the engineer. We want Bob. Bob, where are you? Bob, there you are. You're going to go in. Look at that. I'm actually quite pleased with how that... Oh, wait. Although... Wait, no, never mind. I was about to say I was pleased with that until I realised I'd put multiple of these on, which I didn't need to, because they don't need to... They just need to go like that. Awesome. Theoretically, we can put multiple around the back here. Because these are going to come back with us, potentially. At least, hopefully. No, that's not the Science Junior. I want that one. Shroud on. Aha! That looks gorgeous. And we definitely want to have this shroud detonating a lot lower down. But we can deal with that later. We don't need to worry about that just yet. Now the problem I've got here is... Does this actually have... I don't think it does. It doesn't have a heat shield. At least not one built in. So that's 2.5 meters, that's 1.85. Perfect. So now we don't even need to keep I mean, technically, we don't even need the multiple mystery goo containers. But I'm not complaining about this because this looks awesome. But anyway, right. So coupling. Here we go. We want decoupler. We want. Is that the right size? Yes. Perfect. Fuel tanks. Yeah, okay. Haha! It's just interesting we've got like an extra size of fuel tanks here, which is great. What am I thinking? I am thinking... Oh look, we can actually change the colour of these. Oh, awesome. Ooh. Let's actually stick with that black and white, 'cause I like that. Can we change the colour on this one? No. Alright, good to know. I'm hoping that these chutes are enough to slow this down. You know what? We're gonna test this just now. Ooh, look at the size of those bastards. Oh, that's glorious. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked now. I want the Wolfhound, which is too big. Fine. Skipper, too big. Do we not have anything that is adequately sized for this type of tank? You know what? I guess that will have to suffice for the present moment. Because like I said, this is just a test. We want to see how well these actually save. So let's... There's that one, and there's that one, and there's that one. But again, I'm actually going to not do that. I'm actually going to add... Wait, no, I said add another. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna launch. We are going to deploy the shroud. I want to see how well that works, and then we're going to test the parachute system. So let's see how well this goes. This could end in a complete and utter massive failure. Got a call from NASA. Change the logo or get sued. Oh yeah. So let's try that. We got both our Kerbals on board. Hopefully we have enough thrust to weight in order to get ourselves... Oh, we do. Whoa, that is really ridiculously good. Wow, that is... I'm actually quite impressed with this. Just look at all that fuel usage. Although as soon as we've run out of fuel, just look at our surface speed plummet. But either way, we are going to eject the shroud. Oh, that's actually quite nice. That works quite nicely. Nothing explodes. So let's jettison the next one. We'll hit ourselves retrograde. And fire out the chutes. What's the hard point placement? Sadly, it doesn't have any hard points. It's like Serenity. It doesn't have any weapons. So the question is how slow will this thing hit the ground? Because like I said, we're aiming for around about less than 10 meters per second if we can get to that. Otherwise, things are going to start exploding. So we've got 2 chutes here. We might need to add an extra chute or 2 on there if we need. I mean, look at that. Wow. Okay, we're at 6 meters per second. So that is perfect. In fact, you know what? Let's try cutting the central chute. And that ups it to, okay, that much. Let's cut one of these. And that's up to 9 meters per second, so that's still doable. But anyway, let's revert flight back to the vehicle assembly. Does it have wash? Not quite. It has Jebediah, which is basically the... which is their version of Mel, really. But yeah, okay. This is going to give us a lot of thrust in vacuum, especially. So I'm wondering whether or not this is actually going to be the best course of action. So let's actually remove that. Because I've got an idea. Because we're going to use this as a lander. Because we're going to go back to either the Mun or Minmus now. What I'm thinking is fuel tanks. Let us go for, not you, because you're too big. Let's go for these guys. And then we are going to go for engines. Hopefully these will be enough thrust in a vacuum to land us on the Mun or land us back on Minmus. So that should be sufficient. I mean, it's entirely possible it might not be, but let's sort out our aerodynamics as well. There we go. And then... I don't want to add to clip that too closely together, because if we do, this is never going to separate properly. So again, let's launch, and we're just going to test the separating. Because I'm pretty sure that with these thrusters, these rockets, we're not actually going to be able to achieve lift. Not in not in atmosphere, at least. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. So let's stop that. We will let's why can't I launch the damn thing? Alright, fine. There we go. That's jettison's fine. Let's try the next one. Yep, that seems to jettison fine as well. Okay, good. Good to know. So again, let's revert back to the vehicle assembly. That's all working nice and well. That's great. Now, the question I've got is decouplers and delivery systems. This is going to be interesting. Because all the rockets we've got are too big for the main central stage. So we're going to have to change, because we've even got the Wolfhound. The Wolfhound is too big. As you can see, it's just massive. So that's not going to work. Not in the slightest little bit. But we have got... Oh, no, never mind. We have got... Yes, we do. So that converts it over to the larger of the engines. And then there's this, which is still larger as well. That's going to be nice. We'll go for that as well. I just got a call from Chris Roberts asking how to complete a playable mission. I'm not saying anything there. Question as well is, do we want to put some RCS on this thing? That might be an idea, because it's getting a bit big. But then again, I think we've gotten more than enough. We've got more than enough control as is. But then again, we might want to add some... Come to think of it, electrical. 1x6, 3x2, 1x6. Here we go. Let's add these in. Some solar panels so that we can actually maintain our battery power. That's going to be extremely useful because that's something I'd probably forget to do. Now we can actually place these lower down because these will take the force of the atmosphere rushing past when we're coming in at re-entry, and if they explode, that's not a huge problem, because then we won't need to worry about it at that point. But either way, we are also going to auto-strut these to the heaviest component, just because I don't want to take risks and explode things. But coupling, ooh, look at all these. Wow, size 1.5 decoupler, that is beautiful. Look at that thing. Huh. I'm actually going to use that, because that looks awesome. Now what we're doing. Back to tanks. There we go, look at that. That's kind of cool. It's purdy. That's too small. We want this one maybe? Yes! What size is this one? Alright, okay, fine. Let's try that. Although, I'm actually just thinking about this. Yeah, okay, right. So, engines. We're going to want an intermediary stage here. Let's go for a Wolfhound, I think, just because I like the sound of it. Although, with this one, actually, come to think of it, with this one we're not going to go for a Wolfhound. For this one we're going to go for a Poodle. Just because we're going to be able to get a lot more Delta V out of it. Let's try that. Coupling again. Do 18, 12 to 25. Is that the right one? It is indeed. Indeedly doodly. Okay, so back to engines. Now let's go for the Wolfhound. Does this have any gimbaling? 3 degrees of gimbaling. 2 degrees of gimbaling. Let's go for the Wolfhound. Glorious. Question. Fuel tanks. These are radially mounted like so. The question I've got though is, do these have their own ejection force? Do these have their own ejectors? Because if not, that it does look like they should do. Although, you know what? We're actually going to go launch this just to check, because I'm curious. Because that thing there at the bottom, there's no engines attached to them, so those should be the ejectors. So that should eject these. Oh no, that's those. Right, okay. Right, alright, so we don't actually have any... Right, okay, so escape, revert flight back to vehicle, and we do need to put some decouplers on there for these. Okay, right, okay, so coupling, decouplers. Is that even sitting right? It is. Alright, fine. Just looks a bit weird. You know what, let's actually drop this down then. And then raise these back up. Just because it doesn't look so weird. Engines. We could go for the skipper. Oh, the skippers are too big. Oh, is it this problem all over again? Skippers, yeah. Poodles, yeah. Okay, fine. Fine. Right, I've got an idea. This is probably not the right size. No, it isn't. It's that one. But this means we're going to have to raise... Ooh, no, I've done it again. no, 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 no. There we go. Right, okay. We don't want to have this that high because that is clipping. Engines, where are you? Skippers. I've got less gimbling. Let's see what else we got. Thrust 568 and 650. Oh, right, okay. So these... Oh, right, okay. Right. Okay, so never mind. We're going to swap these over to over here. And we're going to put this one to there. The main reason we're doing this is apparently these guys have got a much better thrust to weight in atmosphere than they do in vacuum. And this has a much better vacuum thrust than it does in atmosphere. So that's why we're doing this way round. Now, we are going to have to lower this down a touch more, just because I don't want it to clip. I guess that'll have to do. Yeah, that's probably as good as we're going to get it. Well, yeah, those are going to decouple at the same time. We're also going to have these start at the same time, so we're not going to be fully thrusting to start with. These are then going to jettison off. This will take us the rest of the way into orbit. This is going to be our interplanetary transfer stage, and potentially our planetary capture stage. So we're going to go for the Mun now. And this is going to be our landing and hopefully returning stage. So let's save this. And quickly, before I do anything else, so that's going to be that and that, and that's going to be that and that. So let's drop this down to here. So it's going to be those two. Yes, okay. And then there's these two. So let's drop those to there. And I'm going to want... So that's going to be this one. So what I want to do is by the time... Yep, okay. So I'm going to drop that to there. So by the time this stage starts thrusting, we are going to be dropping our... We should be out of the atmosphere by that point, so we're going to be dropping the shroud from there. So let's launch. Let's go and see. Got a call from Saud Kruger, they're interested in the design. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see how well this works. It could go entirely badly, it could go quite well, for all I know. Let's go and see. Wow. Okay. Are these not... Oh, they are. Huh. Okay, revert flight. Back to vehicle assembly. So those... Something's not allowing us to take off. The Wolfhounds, let's have a look at those. We're not generating enough lift. Mainsail. Look at that. ASL, so that's atmospheric. 568 kilonewtons of thrust. Wolfhound, 63. Right, you know what? Okay, fine. Right, we'll put the skippers on instead. Yeah, the handbrake was on. That must have been it. I'm actually going to remove this now. I'm actually going to go and put one of these guys on. Just because I want to see how well that works in vacuum now. Because considering it doesn't seem to actually generate that much thrust, that must mean it's an efficient engine. I don't look into the stats. That's kind of... that's auto-strut to the centre. There we go. So again, save and let's launch. So that's probably what it was. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise how bad the thruster weight was on those. This should allow us to get up now. Yeah, giggity. Yep, there we go. We are actually lifting off quite nicely. Although we're not actually using the central core at all yet. But that's fine. That's not a huge problem. Although, oh bloody hell! Okay, quick. I think that's going to work, because that's going to be them, that's going to be that firing. Oh, wait, yeah, that's going to be... Oh, wait, no, we don't want that firing. No. That's going there, and that's going there. There we go. And throttle down a touch. What's our apoapsis currently? Not enough. Really? Come on. There we go! Aha! Hopefully this is going to be raised. Oh, let's just point to that. Yeah, we're not raising our apoapsis anywhere near enough. Okay, so revert flight back to launch, because that was just a massive screw up with the fire groups, which I didn't notice. Right, okay, so that's going to be those launching. We want that to launch at the same time. That is not going to go there. Although, actually, yes it is. So that's that. Okay, that's going to be that, and that's launching at the same time. Those and those. Where's that one gone? Right, that's me. Yeah, that looks about right. If that launches off, though, we want that one. Okay, fine. So that's going there like that. Yep. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking right. That's looking good. That's going to be that and that. And that's going to be that one. And then the parachute. Okay. So that should be fine. Let's quick save, just to make sure that I've got everything correct and proper. There we go. We are taking off a little bit faster now, considering that we've got 5 rockets actually firing now, and not just the 4 that we had previously. The main thing we don't want to do is start seeing the vortex patterns over the wind vortex patterns over the ship. Yeah, we're still streaming. There we go. We're getting the vortex patterns. We don't want to have those. We'll throttle down just a little bit. Because the thing is, when you see these vortex patterns, this means that we are not actually burning as efficiently as we could. But now that we're getting to about here, I can start boosting a lot higher, basically thrusting as hard as possible, because we want to push that apoapsis up as high as possible. Because we're still pushing up the apoapsis, because hopefully this is going to work. At least I hope so. We're still pushing it up, but it doesn't seem to be going up half as fast as I'd like it to. Though we are starting to level out slightly, and we are less than halfway down on this stage's worth of fuel. There we go. Let's switch that over to stage view. Our apoapsis is at 40,000. And we are exiting the atmosphere, so we are doing quite well. We are doing quite well here. Let's have a look. We are pushing this out, though. That's the main thing. We're getting our horizontal velocity going quite nicely. So actually circularizing this is not going to be a huge problem. The main issue is now is just making sure that that actually gets above 80,000. So let's try and push that up a little bit faster. There we go. That's that. We are pushing it up fast now, so hopefully we should be able to get out. Basically, get our apoapsis out of the atmosphere before we run out of fuel on this stage. That's no guarantee, though. However, doing science and occasionally using sciencey words. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Well, let's reface our. There we go. We should be doing good. Yeah, we're about to run out of fuel on this stage, and we're not going to make it on that one, but we are on this one. There we go. I like to leave it to about 84. And yeah, we haven't used much fuel on this one just to get that extra little bit. So these do look like they're more in line with interplanetary or vacuum kind of. They're a bit more for the transfer stages. And no, we don't want that. We want to push the periapsis up to about there. So we want an estimated burn of about 30 seconds. We want to start burning from about 15. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. Our reaction wheels aren't terrible either. I've got to say, I do actually like this this craft so far. Although it would have been nice to have some engines more on the slightly smaller side. But, what can you do? Again, we want to burn from about 15 seconds. Just quickly check what time it is. Oh, bugger. Alright, fine. We'll finish with this, and then we'll finish this mission. And then I've got to go, because I've just realised it's actually... I actually should be going to bed fairly soon, because I'm working tomorrow. I'm cutting into my sleep hours at the moment. I'm having so much fun just playing this with you guys. Here we go. Just yeah, this is actually a fairly efficient engine here. So this engine shroud here, the larger the size of it, the more the better, the more efficient it is in vacuum, it seems. There we go. That should be us fully circularized. Alright, set that as the target. Huh. Right, let's see. Add maneuver. Okay. Let's... Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Focus view. Here we are. Alright, fine. Let's slow that down a touch. We'll do a correction burn on the way there, I suppose. Actually, come to think of it. Let's actually get that. Here we go. What we can do now, actually. I think we are actually slightly on a slightly different equatorial plane as well. Plane here. Feels to save and run. Yeah, don't worry about it. There we go. So, let's warp to our next node. Although I've just realised something. Let's slow down, because I just realised we also have electric charge, which we need to worry about. Because we've now got solar panels. I should have really set up action groups for these, but I'm lazy. Right, delta V. We've got more than sufficient delta V total. Okay. That's in this stage. We've got just enough delta V in this particular stage to get us to the Mun. So I don't think, potentially, we might not have enough to actually set down on the Mun. We'll see how it goes. So 1 minute 17, so that's going to be about 39 seconds or something. Oh, although I have just gone past that entirely. But it shouldn't be the hugest of problems. Because judging by how fast this is going down, and judging by how slowly we're actually burning fuel here, it does look like we are definitely going to be eating into the lander's set of fuel. I mean, I can land on the Mun fairly easily. It's just I'm trying to get used to these new parts. Then again, I'm also trying to get used to playing the game again. I haven't played it for a while. Although, let's have a look at stage view still. I have a feeling that this delta V total might be slightly off. Yeah, no, that's definitely off. Well, there we are. We are getting a encounter. It's a slightly different one, but I'm not going to complain overly. So let's warp here. Yeah, so that's definitely, like I said, that's definitely off. So let's add a maneuver. Let's get this a little closer. There we go. Yeah, that should be sufficient. Alright, 127. Yeah, we've got more than enough fuel for that, potentially. Let's warp close. That's going to be a 9-second burn, apparently. Just waiting to align on the nav ball. And then we can start burning. Somebody's thirsty. So yeah, this stage is a lot more efficient. I think what it is Kerbal Engineer doesn't actually know what these new parts are. So it doesn't quite understand what their capabilities are. Now what we want is a manoeuvre here to circularise around the Mun. That is going to be good. We should have enough delta V to do this. Again, it's going to be a 22-second burn, so let's go over here. Although, let's actually face the correct direction first. Because I don't want to get close enough to actually start burning and only to be facing the wrong way. Which is something we definitely don't want to have happen. There we go. So, warp there. Here we come. We've just entered the Mun's gravitational influence. So it's 22 seconds, so we want to start burning from about 11 seconds to periapsis. There we go. We're very close. 2, 1. Actually, no, wait, 1. Now. Yeah, we've definitely got enough fuel to do this. Because we're getting more and more efficient as we're going. Look at that. Yeah, so. I was right. Haha! We've now captured around the Mun. That is awesome. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to go and land down on the Mun, but first of all, let's quick save, just because I am terrified of fucking up at this point. So, let's have a look at the material bay. 50 science, we'll keep that for now. You know what we'll do? We'll get Bob to EVA. We'll get a EVA report, which is not going to do anything because we are just around a certain area of the Mun. That's fine. Actually, let's get rid of you. We've let go. It's time for a spacewalk. Now, the trick to these things is to take them very, very gently. Now, we should be able to get close enough. That's not the surface module. We want... trying to actually click on the damn Science Junior inside the service module, but it does seem that herein lies a bit of a problem. In fact, you know what, let's clip the camera inside. Aha! Collect data. There we go. Remove the data. Restore it. There we go. Done. Now we can actually use that again. That is awesome. You never got the stages. Yeah, the stages are the worst bit for me to get in the beginning. Ooh, wrong button. There we go. There we go. So we've now got Science Junior Science from around the Mun, which is awesome. Now, let's see. Do we have enough Delta V in this stage to initiate a landing? That is going to be a question. We should be able to take off and get back to Kerbin with the fuel that we have in the lander. Well, let's... Actually, you know what? Let's walk back around to apoapsis, because this is going to be the easiest way of reducing down our periapsis, because the periapsis is already the lowest as it is. As soon as we get there... Looks like we might have enough to initiate a landing. We might have just enough Delta V to drop this down. Enough so that... Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's warp to here. And I've just realised I haven't put any landing legs on this thing. That's going to be a bit of an issue. It's not going to be a huge issue, but it would be nice if I'd have remembered to put the damn things on. Right, so we're now around the Midlands. Oh, funnily enough. Let's see. Oh, God damn it, again with this. Right, I'm not going to be doing this again then. It looks awesome, which is great, but it doesn't want to allow me to do what I want. Okay, so let's aim camera here. Actually, you know what? Let's aim camera right at the bottom. We should be able to get the... There we go. Observatorials Bay. There we go, another 75 science. Now, as much as I'd like to do an EVA at the moment, I don't think that's going to be the best course of action. Because we are coming in at about 600 meters per second, which is not going to be fun. So we'll wipe off as much of that velocity as possible. Oh, this is fun. Should have really tested this, shouldn't I? Oh, this is going to be fun. We're out of control. Can we save it? We can! Oh, crud. Where am I? And with that, good night. Yeah, that didn't go half as well as I was hoping it was going to. Yeah, a crash landing is still a landing. We could have done this had I not buggered that up so royally. But had I got the decoupler to decouple correctly, which I didn't realise I hadn't, because I hadn't tested it. But we got to the Mun. It just we didn't land safely. But yes, anyway, like I said, I'm going to have to go because I'm working tomorrow. It's been a pleasure playing this with you guys again. So, thank you very much for watching. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, keep flying and stay shiny.